Hey everybody, Mark Bazinski back again, and this is part two of the iMeshbean Submersible well pump. This is where I've put the pump back together, make sure that it works before we take it out and put it back into the well. So let's get started with it. Okay, there we go. That took a little bit of extra time figuring out. There's an O-ring around here that seals across there, okay? Bearing here fits inside the housing inside. We'll set this off to the side. And these are our wires that we want to attach to. Okay, so as you can see, how do you can see this? This over here. That's the size of the wire. Okay, it's not very big. They're little tiny things. So what we're going to do is we're going to clip these off. Okay, and we got heat shrink around it, and this is just to keep them protected. Now I want to show you the difference in the type of wire. Remember, don't cut the wrong side. This is the side you want to plug into the wall. Okay, do not cut this side. This is what we're going to install here. So this one you can cut. Dryer. Okay. All right. See the difference in the wire? See the thickness compared to what they put in there? That's comparison. It's almost twice the size, or however you look at it, half the size. All right. This will ensure that we have good running pump. You can tell this was cheaply done. They didn't even solder it together. They spliced it. All right. Check that out. It's not even a very good construction. The wires are broken on the inside of it. Okay. So it's stranded here. All they did was use stranded wire to solid wire, and it's not even soldered together or tied together very well. Hence the other reason why we're doing this. All right, so this part of it needs to go through here. Oh, we're missing something. Try and replace all the parts that it came with. Be right back. Okay, finally got that on there. All right, it's a little tight, but that's okay. We wanted to make sure that it's going to stay tight. That way it's watertight. Okay, we'll still tape this up. I'll even take some heat shrink and put over top of it. But that should give us what we need. Okay. Again, you can see the difference. Compare. Okay. More resistance across this makes it hotter. Could cause it to melt down. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, I already screwed up. All right. That I still got to go through there. All right, well, get started all over. It's a good thing we caught it now before, well, should have caught it before. Anyways, let's pull this apart again. All right, put that right on through here. Just like that. Okay. Tie this down. Okay, so I've got everything heat shrunk. Sorry, been doing this. It's been a couple hours so far, so learning as we go, right? So that's what we do. Got everything heat shrunk, and I'm taping it up, getting ready to close this thing up. So I'm gonna finish taping it up right now. I just want to make sure that there is nothing that could possibly come apart on this thing inside, because I don't want to have to take this out again. And then we'll put the pump back together, and then try and we'll start it, see if it'll run. Okay, so that's all put back together. Got the ground wire set, got my positive, my negative all set. Now it's just a matter of sliding this back in. We want to make sure that when we put this back in, that the bearing lines up. We don't want to kink it, because then it'll just mess up the housing that it sits in. Let's see if this will start real quick. And then obviously I'm not finished putting this all back together, but I want to make sure that before I get too far into this thing, that it actually will start. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And it'll just be a quick bump. Okay, I think that works. All right, I think that's a good success. All right. Get the light back on. All right, so you can see I messed up again. That should have been over here. But because I'm not going to cut this thing, or I'm not going to take all of it apart just to make it fit like it's supposed to, I'm just going to cut the hole. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, put the seal back inside. So hold in our, you know what I think that is? I think it's glycol. It's not really oil. It feels like glycol, like antifreeze. So, and what that does is it dissipates the heat as the pump builds, as it builds up heat. And since it's sitting in water, it'll dissipate the heat to the water from the, so the pump turns, builds up heat, transfers the heat to the glycol. The glycol's on the outside of the casing. and this feeds it to the well of the water. So, okay, back in. Snap ring. Okay. Now we can put the glycol back inside. That's cap. Okay, good morning, everybody. Mark Bazinski back again. So, had a little bit of a break. Had to go out and get some glycol so I can finish topping this off. So, need to filled it into this cap here. And when I received this, it was topped up or had silicone down inside there. So we're gonna put the silicone back into it. And the other part I'm gonna do right here where it separates is I'm gonna add silicone around the plug where the wires go in, just to be sure that we don't get any water down inside there. It should be fine, but we're just taking precautions. So let's do that. Okay. Now what we want to do is, we got silicone on there. We want to set it up so that it's being held into place as such. So that means we've got to put the pump back together. Remember that the guard for the wire went up through here, so we want to make sure that we align this. We want to make sure that we align this with the wire or the cable. Should fit right over top. Just like that. Okay. Put our bolts in. This is why we set all of our parts out, so that we don't forget anything. There's an O-ring that goes up underneath this cap. Alright, so I'm not going to have you sit here and watch me. You can figure out the rest of it, but like I said, this here will run up to the top here. And then we'll get this thing ready to go. And in my next video, I will be installing this into my well. So remember, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that notification button, and that way you get the latest and greatest of my videos. And we'll see you outside. Take care, everybody.